Hello.
Hello.
It is Monday.
Yay, the 13th, I think. So not Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it is the 13th. Good job.
Yeah.
I know I didn't know the date.
Okay, I have to mute their stream. That's weird.
Why can you hear yourself twice and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god. Right there.
Put your feet on the floor. Where'd they go?
How did you know?
I'm a genius, I guess.
Oh. Now to get less of the link site.
What's in the link?
The stream.
I
don't know what you were expecting from me, to be honest with you.
Sometimes you speak and you don't know what to expect yourself.
True.
Words just come out of your face hole and you're like, what?
I do know that I'm bloody hungry for some reason.
Did you have supper?
Yeah. But I'm still hungry. And I'll have some
It's okay.
have some toast before I go to bed, probably. Ba-ba-da-ba. Bird law time. Yes. Bum, 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 bum.
Bird, birdie, bird.
Yeah? What kind of bird are you?
I don't know. I guess a blue jay because I'm near to the city of Toronto. I don't freaking know.
You're gonna have to explain your logic there.
Yeah, I guess you're not a baseball fan, neither am I, but okay. Never heard of the Toronto Blue Jays.
I mean, the World Series consists of the continent of North America. So as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't even exist as a sport.
As a kid, I like the cardinal bird, but because we saw them like in our local area, right? But I don't really have a favorite bird. I would say most of them are pretty.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
No. You know what? You know what happens now?
We stream bird game.
Yeah, a bird story is not the correct game. Aviary attorney is the correct game.
Aviary, like the plane. I don't know.
No, like the room that you keep birds in.
There's a room for that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You need to show the game on Discord.
Yeah. There you go. Continue. Okay, so, can you remember where we left off last time?
Yeah, 2 days into the trial.
Oh yeah.
And I don't remember much else you need.
We did half the trial, but we didn't have enough evidence.
Yeah. I don't know if you're missing a key piece of evidence. I don't know if he means a key piece of evidence, if the game still proceeds or not. But we'll find out, I guess, or not find out. I'm not.
Where to?
That's it. I'm not going to spoil it, but there's only one place you can go to learn something new.
You were the horse, I believe.
Was I? I don't remember the voice, to be fair. The two fools have returned. What can I help you messieurs with today? Need to know the population of Timbuktu, perhaps? Or do you want a rundown of every character in the 12th Night?
Actually, why did I come here? I've already learned everything I wanted to know.
Maybe you wanted to take out a book, sir.
Don't say silly things, Sparrowson. Come on, we have work to do. Okay.
Hopefully it forces you to go to where you have to go, but I don't know.
Well, we've been to the chocolate place a few times, haven't we?
Once.
Have we been to all these? What's this place? What's the pub? We've been there.
Unless you want me to spoil it, I'm not going to tell you where we have to go.
We've been at R&M.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where the mouse is, who works with the fox.
We've been to all these places before. That's not going to narrow it down. There's just a piece of evidence that we missed in one of the places. That's all. I don't want. Yeah, I gotta stop talking. Just let you play the game.
How many days have I got? 2?
Yeah.
I wonder. If I go back to the office, can I get a rundown of what we've got?
You don't remember the chocolate wrapper and the rose and the knight that died and the prideful prosecutor and the shifty judge and
okay, so
the fact that your prince is not a prince.
Yeah.
The fact that the flower shop girl is missing. I'm trying to say stuff that we already did. Found out.
Okay, so she went missing. And
the fox is taking a fault for someone else, probably someone that he loves, but we don't know exactly.
Well, it's probably the girl, right? And then
sorry, probably shouldn't mean it.
I can't remember if the chocolate was actually what killed the dog or not.
That's what we're trying to argue because we're the defense. We need an alternate means of. Because the rose was destroyed, but it wasn't tested for poison. Remember? Because they thought it was too dangerous. So the quote-unquote murder weapon is inconclusive, but we're trying to convince the jury that it was indeed the chocolate.
I guess.
Remember, we still don't know who bought the chocolate, so.
Okay, so maybe we can give the guy in the shop the chocolate.
Welcome back, messieurs. Have you finally decided to sample my fine chocolate? Or perhaps you have just returned to ask more questions?
It's just the questions today, I'm afraid. Let me think. Who to ask about? It's her, right? Have you ever served a flower-selling swan named Catherine Marie Signet?
No, monsieur. What are you thinking, Falcon?
I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. If she were the chocolate fiend, then our investigation would have become much simpler. But since she's not, let me think who to ask about.
If you want me to tell you, I will. Otherwise, I'm going to shut up.
I mean,
I keep repeating myself.
I'm assuming I can just keep clicking on everyone here, right? So
I don't know if you can or not, or if you'll lose it. I will say that it is something that makes sense, so. But I'm not going to say any more than that.
those two do nothing. Have you ever served a hairy wolf in judicial robes named Judge Romulus?
Oui, monsieur.
Alright, have you ever served... Wait, did you say yes?
Yes, monsieur. A wolf in judicial... I get dirtier. A wolf in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that a little while ago. On the 6th of January, to be precise. I don't know where my accent's going.
Did he say or do anything suspicious?
Not that I recall, monsieur, but he was a pleasant fellow. A big toothy grin. He bought 200 grams of the classic dark Belgian chocolate with the custom filling.
A custom filling?
Oh, some type of caramel. He provided it himself. Although, unfortunately, he did not bring enough for me to sample.
What does this mean? Oh, wait,
that's me. What does this mean, Falcon?
Well, we shouldn't make assumptions. It may just mean that this judge liked to eat chocolate. But if the judge's purchase is related to the wrapper at the crime scene, then... Monsieur Hagelslack, do you think I could get a copy of Judge Romulus's receipt?
I can do you one better, monsieur. I have the original right here. I keep them for tax purposes, you understand.
Is it okay for us to take it, monsieur?
Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial, after all.
Chocolate receipt has been added to your evidence folder.
Would you look at this thing? Judge Romulus signed it in green ink. What? Oh, okay, phone, sorry.
Oh my god. Can't believe the judge did it.
Green ink? I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only truly villainous people write in green. Am I right?
Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Hagelslack. You have been enormously helpful.
And I'm glad to be of service, my lord. I mean, sir. I wish you the best of luck with your case, messieurs. I don't know why I said my lord there. I'm whatever. I hope I didn't give you too many hints about who bought the chocolate. I was trying to not tell you, but I might have told you by not telling you. What?
I'm feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture is coming together nicely. I'm somewhat relieved that Prince Juan came clean. His secret was putting the whole case in jeopardy. We've still got one day until the trial, but how to spend it? I suppose we could revisit the Louvre, or maybe we should just play some cards at Le Canard Joyeux. Is something wrong, Sparrowson? You're being unusually quiet.
Falcon, we need to talk.
What's up?
See, I was doing some thinking. A dangerous thing I do, I know. But anyway, I realized that we were missing a crucial piece of evidence.
And what evidence would that be?
Well, we know that Major Howell consumed a piece of chocolate before he died. And we know that he died of poisoning. But we still aren't sure that the chocolate was the cause.
That's true. If we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Kokorio will almost certainly bring that up.
So I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then it may provide proof of whether it contains poison or not.
Well, sure, that could work, but it would be incredibly foolish. Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson?
Maybe.
Well, stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that.
Heh. I knew you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper. 45 minutes ago.
Sparrowson! Sparrowson! Doctor, is Sparrowson okay?
Well, he's not conscious right now. But he is stable. I think it's safe to say that your friend is not on his deathbed, at least.
Oh, thank God.
How did you say this happened again?
It's a long story. Lawyering occupational hazard. Doctor, can you tell me what poison caused this?
I have no idea, sir. I am an expert in mental health, not toxicology. But I have sent for a specialist who should be here by tomorrow morning. He will make a full assessment.
That's good to hear. Thanks, Doctor. Take good care of him.
Wait a minute. As a matter of the bill, sir.
We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for, and I'm one partner down.
I see. Well, rest assured that your friend is in good hands, the best. Oh, damn it.
This is terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this.
Doesn't matter.
Ooh,
I finally found...
Okay. It's one of us. Did someone say something? I think it's the mouse.
Oh no. Running around like a headless chicken. You want tricky lawyer to find. Oh, never mind.
No,
it's a bad guy.
It's gonna be the wolf then, right?
Maybe. I told you to drop. Oh, I forget what voice I did anyway.
Oh my god.
I told you to drop the investigation, but you just wouldn't listen.
Who's speaking? I can't see you, Monsieur. Step forward.
Alright, I'll step forward. But it will be the last thing you'll ever see. Well, game over. GG.
What?
I don't know.
Oh.
Au revoir, JJ Falcon.
What just happened? Where am I? Am I dead? No, that can't be right. This is nighttime. I'm just sleeping. If I focus and count to 3, I should be able to wake up. 1, 2. Did it work? Ah! Dame Catterling. I can't believe how easy you were to fool. I put on a cutesy voice, acted all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up. I made no mistakes. I did my duty as a lawyer. Your duty put an innocent man on death row, Monsieur Falcon. I hope you're proud of that. It wasn't my fault. Hey, where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to Dame Caroline. It wasn't my fault. Is that the excuse you make after all of your failures? I'm not making excuses. Failure after failure after failure. No desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ. Don't call me JJ. That's all you have to say? How pathetic. You don't even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow. My grandfather? I'll prove you wrong. I can do better. Oh, it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to be rape me too?
What? Oh, no, I'm just here to tell you to wake up, you know. Wake up, monsieur, wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up. I forget what voice I did for him.
Was it you or was it me? I can't
remember. Come on, monsieur. Oh, wake up. I said wake up. You're starting to worry me. Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure whether I would have to find a doctor or a mortician.
Ugh, my head. Where am I?
The Pont de Arts. You know, by the Louvre, in Paris, France. I just fished you out of the Seine. Really broke my rod doing it. So, well, we pronounce it Seine here, I know it, well, whatever. Wait, I know you. You're that disrespectful lawyer guy. Giro Falco or something.
What time is... actually, what day is it?
You hit your head pretty hard, huh? The 21st of January, around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning.
21st, 9 o'clock... Oh no, the trial! I should have been at the court 10 minutes ago.
Blah, 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 blah. You're running late. Take it easy, monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding, you know, you being a corpse and all.
Maybe if I sprinted.
In your condition? That would be stupid. Take a seat and clear your head. I'll go get some dry clothes. If I can find
no time.
Wait, monsieur. At least take this before you go.
What's this? A dip pen? Oh wait, it's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle, gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, monsieur, but this isn't mine.
Really? Are you sure? You're holding it pretty tightly when I found you.
I was holding this, then I suppose it has to be mine. Fine pen was added to your evidence folder. Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one.
Hey, don't call me a fisherman! I'm a man who fishes!
Yeah. Called Kingfisher.
It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call. Is the defense not present?
Such unprofessionalism.
If there is no defense, then this trial cannot proceed any further. We must take a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince 1 is guilty of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king.
Your Honor, may I have a word?
Fine. But make it quick.
I'm a firm believer that a trial must be orderly and punctual. There is no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes in case the defense is just a little tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed, and justice will be served.
You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed.
Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict.
Oh, of course you are. You're a prosecutor. By definition, you're here to prosecute.
No, my job description is to prosecute, but I am here in this courtroom to ensure that justice is served. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice.
That is very noble of you, but the defense is absent. There's nothing more I can do. I'll hear no more about this matter. I will now talk with the jury.
The defense is present, Your Honor.
You're too late, Falcon.
Mon Dieu. JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something? Something like that. Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. Let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice.
Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I have to hold him in contempt of court.
Your Honor. But Your Honor.
Rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred.
It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium.
The King of France? He's here?
Oh, are we not doing the trial after all? That's a pity.
Your Majesty, what a surprise. Well, you see,
You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case is ended before it even began.
Well, the defense, he was late and,
Oh, pish posh. France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Let's go ahead with this trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right? That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying? No objections here. Going ahead with the trial is fine with me. And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor?
yeah, fine. We'll proceed with this cursed trial.
Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder? My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time. I think you can skip ahead a little. Perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre. Ah, right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre's south entrance at around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle de Tigre with little fanfare. At the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose, which was taken by Major Hal, and, well, I think you know the rest. Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Mesdames and Messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony. It is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France. Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I? I have no doubt, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination.
How dare you doubt your king? The utter nerve.
Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material. Okay, wait, it's not the Prince of Spain. Pardon me. Your Majesty, you say that you were presented with a rose by the Prince of Spain. Indeed! He formally introduced himself. I knew he was telling the truth because he called me Signor.
No, what, dude?
Your Majesty, prosecutor, members of the court, brace yourselves because I have a revelation and will turn this trial on its head. Juan Querido is not the Prince of Spain. That's not a revelation, Falcon. It isn't?
Of course not. We all know that the current ruler is Queen Regnant Isabella II, and that she has no children. The Queridos are obviously pretenders to the throne. Prince Juan's title is probably self-appointed.
Never. I don't know why you gave your client out like that.
Clearly, I'm barking up the wrong tree. Never mind then. Yes. I find it curious that Major Hal snatched the rose before you could take it. Why did he do that? The Major has always been a protective fellow. I think he was just doing his diligence as a royal guard. And given how he took the figurative bullet for me, I would say that he did his job well. Well, I can't argue with that. Now, Your Majesty, I would like to ask you about your activities in the Grand Gallery. Please proceed. Could you give us a rendition of your speech? What? Right now? Without my cue cards? I'll give it a shot, I suppose. Madames and messieurs, welcome to the grand unveiling of my beautiful portrait. I don't claim to be the greatest king penguin to have ever reigned over France, nor the handsomest, nor the most competent. Some may argue that I'm not even top 10 material. But I am a humble king penguin. Some consider me to be the humblest king penguin of all time.
Your Honor, I object. This speech is a travesty.
Sustained.
Aside from the Prince of Spain, did you see anyone out of the ordinary in the Grand Gallery? Why, monsieur, the Grand Gallery is always inhabited by artists. Everyone there is out of the ordinary. Nonetheless, can you think of any who stood out?
Is this question going somewhere, JJ, or are you blindly stabbing in the dark?
It's a perfectly valid question. Please answer, Your Majesty. Who did you see? Well, I don't know. I saw dozens of paintbrush-wielding, mustache-touting weirdos. Be specific, Your Majesty. I saw photographers, and sculptors, and sketchers, and hipsters, and... Just what do you want me to say, monsieur?
Look what you've done, JJ. You've stressed the poor king out.
Badgering the king? That's absolutely disgusting behavior.
Oh. Uh-oh.
You gotta remember not to say every single thing that's on the page.
I have no more questions about the Grand Gallery.
There's only one they have to talk about, so I think.
Your Majesty, you said that you passed through the Salle de Tibre uneventfully. Indeed. We stopped briefly to look at the paintings and then moved on to the Grand Gallery.
You can show the chocolate bar, maybe. I don't know. I guess you don't have the chocolate wrapper anymore, do you? Because your friend ingested it. Oh, no, you do. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, you do have the wrapper still.
Yeah. Could you elaborate?
Weird.
What did you see in the Salle de Tibre?
What did I see? Well, Roman stuff mostly.
I mean, aside from the Roman artifacts, for example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage?
You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest.
I have reason to believe that this was a key moment on the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what and who he saw.
And I suppose that you'll have to proceed, Your Majesty.
Alright, let me think. So there was this giant doorstop, and there was that copper urn thing. Oh! There was something else, now that you ask. I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant mademoiselle. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Howell was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf.
What?
Did I say something startling, prosecutor?
No. Please continue, Your Majesty.
I think the prosecution is startled because he just came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session.
Well, that's debatable.
To cut a long story short, Your Majesty, this mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her?
Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan. Probably in her late teens or early 20s.
A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was... Mademoiselle Signy?
Signy? That sounds familiar. Why, yes, I think it was. She was called Mademoiselle Signy.
I see. It's undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Signy gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died.
Now, just 1 minute. I see what you're alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that the gifted chocolates killed the Major. But that line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial.
Circumstantial my tail feathers. The king just testified that Major Howell ate chocolates.
Yes, that much is no longer in dispute, but you still have not proven that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer.
Yes! Shame on you, defense. Implicating a poor innocent girl like that. Disgusting. Why, I ought to end this trial.
Hold on, I do have evidence that the chocolate was in fact poisoned.
I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it.
Well, I can't. It's not really the evidence folder type of evidence.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh, okay. The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet?
Well, Your Majesty, it appears that the defense just had a realization of his own. That is, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end.
I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See, I had the chocolate wrapper back in my office, and Sparrowson ate it.
Stop, JJ. Stop while you still have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudoscientific experiment you performed do not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor.
About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty.
Very well. I am pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt, adieu, messieurs.
I will now deliberate with the jury. Objection! Wait, what? Sorry, I've always wanted to do that.
Sparrowson! Are you okay?
Yep. Doctor said I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I'd like to testify on that poison chocolate issue. Even got a doctor's note, see? It's too late. The trial is over.
Can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it.
Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges.
I told you, Your Honor. My job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It is to ensure that justice is served.
I swear you're the worst prosecutor in all of France.
Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear.
This patient, Sparrowson, was admitted to St. Pierre Hospital where he displayed a variety of symptoms. Those included profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from a plant known as aconite, aka monkshod, aka wolfsbane. Monkshood, whatever. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient should be clinically... we can skip that bit. Yada yada yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Foray.
Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered.
Awesome! Wait, did you say the king is here?
You can get his autograph later.
Right. So, what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something?
To be honest, I see little to cross-examine.
Do your damn job, prosecutor! Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird! Tear his testimony to shreds!
Your Honor, he has a note. Signed by a medical professional. Definitely proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We can nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time, and nobody wants that.
God! So then what the hell do we do now?
We do nothing, Your Honor. This poisoned wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case, and the prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree. JJ's evidence is still tenuous. Tenuous? A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, a not wholly illogical link. But you haven't proven beyond a doubt that Major Hal was killed by the chocolate. You're still making far too many assumptions. Where's the empiricism that is required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims?
Oh, I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. I can't remember who did that.
I think it was you with the voice changer.
Was it though? Okay,
Yeah,
hold
I
on.
think so.
I don't remember which one I used though, but
Oh, hello.
you!
Sparrowson, it's great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to this case. But what are you trying to pull off now?
Surprise witness! Ta-da!
Surprise witness.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. Cocorico liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we'd beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Cian.
Signet.
Whatever. So that she can testify about Prince Juan's character.
You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, we, the court, established that Mademoiselle Signet is a possible suspect for this case.
What? That can't be right.
Frozen, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify.
You want to testify? Do you understand what you are agreeing to?
I do. I have accepted my fate.
Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Signe as a witness?
No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you're here to defend Prince Juan and not to convict Mademoiselle Signe. Prosecuting is my job.
Of course.
I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath. Hold on, sorry. Clicky.
The oath?
Say that you swear to speak the truth. I'm sorry. Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, iPhone, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Good. Very good.
Please state your name and occupation for the court record.
My name is Catherine Marie Cien, and I am a flower seller.
Mademoiselle Signe, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January.
Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When I came to a stop in the Salle de Table, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates.
No, that can't be right.
I used poison derived from the monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire.
Why did you do it, mademoiselle?
Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man, who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people.
I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something.
Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely.
No, monsieur. I am confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and nobody else's.
You gained a little favor with the jury.
Well, defense, it looks like you wormed out a confession out of this murderous... I can't read that word.
Shit.
Brute? Toot? What?
Shit. Shit.
Pute?
Yes.
Okay, pute. I suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. So, shall we wrap this court session up? Remember, you still have to expose the...
No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor.
Further questions? To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence.
I wish to uncover the truth.
You aren't here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan. And you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence.
Nonetheless, I believe that Mademoiselle has omitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further.
Something of huge importance.
I won't allow it.
Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness?
You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine. If it will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though.
Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say. Receipt. Receipt.
Yes. Does it ring any bells, mademoiselle?
No, this doesn't mean anything to me, I'm afraid. Or maybe I got the wrong one.
Useless. I knew there was nothing up your sleeve.
You lost a little favor with the jury. Wait, I know I must have something. Mademoiselle, take a look at this.
It's either the pen or the rose, I'm not sure which. I assume so, unless I want you want me to look it up.
Well, the pen goes with the chocolate receipt, because it's the green ink.
Want me to look it up for you, or do you want to present one?
I don't know how many times I can do it without losing. I think it's the chocolate
Yeah,
wrapper.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I would have to look it up.
I think it's the chocolate wrapper.
Maybe. That would make the most sense, I guess.
Does it ring any bells, mademoiselle? God damn it.
I already said that once, so...
Yep.
Only thing that makes sense is the pen or the rose, so I don't know. I'm gonna look it up again, but I'm not gonna say unless you want me to. Hold on.
Well, I guess if it's the pen, then... Well, I don't know why you'd show the pen before you show the receipt.
Yeah, I don't...
But the rose is just out of nowhere at this point. Is it the pen?
Apparently we missed a piece of evidence that we
Oh
don't
my
have with
god.
us. We don't have ticket stubs, do we? Okay, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll get a different ending than the...
I'm afraid the judge is in the right here, JJ. It's obvious that you want to exonerate this mademoiselle, and that's admirable. But it's also obvious that you don't have the evidence to support your claims right here and now. Let this go. The mademoiselle can defend herself in her own trial.
So we're in agreement, prosecutor. We're ready to wrap this up.
We are. I have no further questions for the defense or for Mademoiselle Signa.
And I shall now converse with the jury to decide Prince Juan's verdict. Although I suspect this won't take too long. Don't worry, mademoiselle, we'll get you out of this. Won't we, Falcon?
Sparrowson, you're clearly a caring individual, but this outcome is for the best.
How the hell is this for the best?
My parents are safe. That's all I wanted.
Your parents? What about you? Well, the deliberation was straightforward. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Cuerdo, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty.
Yay!
Yay.
Your Honor, what will happen to me?
Well, you haven't been formally tried yet. But fortunately for you, we have a free trial slot this afternoon. We should be able to determine your guilt by nightfall. You may even see the blade of a guillotine tomorrow. How lucky.
Oh, he works fast.
I see.
You look scared, mademoiselle. Don't fret. They sharpen the guillotine blades quite regularly. Nobody here likes gallows humor, huh?
Oh my god.
Whatever. Court is adjourned.
I think this is goodbye. Thank you, Monsieur Falcon. Monsieur Sparrowson. You did your best.
It can't end like this.
This isn't how I wanted things to go, Signor Falcon. No, me neither. We mustn't blame ourselves. You made an admirable effort to save everyone. What good is effort if these are the results I produce? Tell me, Signor Falcon, do you know why I hired you as my defense lawyer? I really don't. I hired you because I thought you were a lawyer with a philosophy, an ideal, and I stand by that. You're a man with a strong ideal. It's just unrefined, like an unpolished gemstone. I'm sure that given enough time, your ideal will become refined.
Man.
It's not for me to answer. And you will come to live up to your reputable family name.
The Falcon name is reputable. I didn't know that.
He's not talking about... Never mind. In any case, here's your payment. I don't deserve this. Keep it. I dragged you into this. It's only fair that I compensate you for your time. I think this is the last you'll see of Prince Juan. But feel free to come by R&M Associates if you need any help in the future, Signor Falcon.
Impressive, JJ. You actually managed to successfully defend your client.
Severin, are you going to be in charge of prosecuting Mademoiselle Signa?
Probably. Why?
Do you think you can get her a reduced sentence?
For attempting to murder the king? I empathize with the Mademoiselle JJ, but I'm not a miracle worker. No lawyer can save the flower girl now.
I'm going to get a drink.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course, how could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The 3 glorious days. Oh no! Act 3. The Sleeping City.
I can't believe he's skipping work again. I swear, if I find that moping bird brain at the car, Joe, I'll show you. Finally. Good morning, Falcon, sir.
Morning, Spat.
Oh, no, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, you lazy bones?
Ugh. It's far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon.
No way. We got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk.
Monsieur, give me a break. I haven't had a good morning or good night's sleep since the trial.
Something on your mind?
Actually, yes. It was what that wolf judge said. About a revolution.
Pshaw, that guy was off his rocker. And besides, if we worried about every French Revolution, we would never get any work done at all, am I right?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss.
Oh yeah, the business. A letter! This is from the Perry Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything.
That is indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors.
Alright then. Monsieur Falcon. Meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite Palace de Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Volerty. That's it. How tense.
Volerty's letter has been added to your evidence folder. A proposal from the inspector. Interesting.
Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind?
Not a clue.
So, are we going to meet him and find out?
I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat.
Alright! No diddly-daddling, I like it. Oh, but before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point.
What did you eat this time?
No, it's nothing like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill from my last visit.
Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit. But the inspector's call should take priority, I think.
It's far too cold to be meeting on the rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location?
Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the ancient regime.
Wait, do you think the inspector would have worked here during the ancient regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds?
It was a joke, Sparrowson. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old.
Well, well, well.
Severin! What are you doing here?
Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector.
What could he want with all three of us?
It is hardly unusual for the lawyers and the police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck.
A big investigative role. Sounds juicy.
Oh, by the way, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus?
No? What?
Turns out that he acquired his position as judge through illegal means, so a warrant has been put out for his arrest. He's wanted.
He acquired his position through illegal means? What does that even mean?
I'm a little hazy on the details. Something about pushing another judge into the sign.
I can
believe it.
Anyway, I'm sure he'll be caught before long. Nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which...
Ah, good. You're all here. Excuse me, Mr. Inspector. Valerty, sir. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your interest while defending the old Bastille prison?
Don't drag me into this, you fool! I was joking!
You impudent whelps. I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries from the July Revolution. What? 18 years ago. I misspoke that, sorry. I was a royal guard. Just a lowly peon. I think the air was thick with gunpowder and blood.
Oh great. Now you've set him off.
We were given the order to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up, and I saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian Killer himself.
This is a fascinating story, Inspector. But perhaps you could tell us why you are here.
Oh, right, of course. Why we're here. What I'm about to tell you is strictly confidential. You understand? It's a matter of national security. As you've probably heard, France is under threat from a certain, heinous group, shall we say.
Revolutionaries.
Indeed, rebels. There is a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months. No, I suppose it's been years now. In every tavern, on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain.
No surprise there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they will just get even angrier.
Indeed. And that is why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. And for that, I need your help.
What exactly do you want us to do?
Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police.
Do we have any leads?
Just one, I'm afraid. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant, who's only referred to as the Croque Monsieur. Like the sandwich? What? The Croque Monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bacam... I don't know that word. Bechamel?
Bechamel.
Bechamel? Throw on some peppers if it's Friday night. This has nothing to do with sandwiches. Croc Monsieur is the alias of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know.
That's everything. That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking?
Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance.
Suck up. That's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico. But what about you, Mr. Falcon?
Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte.
You want to know why I'm asking you, huh? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guards are sitting ducks. Look at the slackers and the dullards who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display of the previous trials. Those are the results I produced with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defending Dame Caroline and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around this city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do this year. Not including me, of course. I meant my underlings.
But Dame Caroline...
It doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction, and you aren't a total bird brain. By my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if it's not your job description. So, what do you say? You want to sit around your office twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great for your city and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation?
I would be honored to help my country, Inspector. Consider us on board.
Excellent. Just what I wanted to hear.
I had no idea you were such a patriot, JJ.
There's nothing wrong with a little national pride.
Yeah, pride is fine and all, but, do we get any compensation for this? Of course. Here is 50 francs. You will receive another 50 upon the completion of your work. 50 francs? We're being undersold.
Sparrowson, this is a great opportunity.
I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive Croque Monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your two tasks. I will check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then.
I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ, so I suppose it's a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me.
Don't make me laugh, Severin. I'll have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparrowson, we have a croque monsieur to hunt.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into the croque monsieur, too.
Not so fast, Cocorico. There's something else that we need to discuss.
Oh.
Oh, dear God.
How would you go to the hospital and pay your bill off first? But you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, let's do that. There he is, Sparrowson. Go ahead, say what you need to say.
Excuse me, Dr. Flare? I just wanted to thank you for, giving me an antidote and saving my life and stuff. It is really no trouble at all, Sparrowson, wasn't it? Of course, there was a small matter of the debt. Right. Let's see, 1 hospital bed, 1 dose of specialized antidote, expert medical care from the attending physician. The total comes to 500 francs.
Dear God.
Falcon, can I get advance on this month's pay? And the next month's, and maybe the month after?
Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm sure the doctor's a reasonable man. He will surely allow you to pay in installments.
Of course. Oh, thank goodness. With my current wages, I should be able to fully pay off the debt by the 20th century.
Hey, your pay isn't that bad.
No, there is no need for quibbling. I have a suggestion. You messieurs are lawyers, oui? If you do some pro bono work for me, I may be able to knock down the bill a little. Maybe to say 100 francs. Oh, that sounds much more manageable. What kind of legal work do you have in mind? Debt collecting, sir.
That actually sounds quite fun. It'll be a nice change from this croque-monsieur nonsense.
That we haven't even started yet. Yes, give us the details, Doc. There is a man I treated for a small injury a couple years back. He has been evading my attempts at collecting on his bill ever since. I wouldn't normally pursue medical bills so aggressively, but I know this man is a successful inventor. He can easily afford to front the bill. I greatly appreciate it if you would pay him a visit and, strong-arm him into losing his purse strings.
Well, I'm not making any promises, but maybe we can swing by the inventor's house. If we have a free minute.
Thanks, Falcon. And thank you, Doctor. It will dictate every waking moment to collecting this debt.
Wait, I didn't agree to that!
Every waking moment.
Pardon me. Okay, so where's the inventor? Let's go. Pardon me.
You mind doing the inventor's voice? My voice is shot from doing the inspector. That.
Come in. Are you Major Gustave Trouvé?
I am, and you are.
We're lawyers sent on behalf of Dr. Favre. We're here to collect a debt that you owe.
Time to pay up, monsieur.
Oh, mon Dieu, I completely forgot about that. Listen, I would be happy to pay, but it looks like I don't quite have enough money on hand. What to do? I know. I have a brand new invention that will blow the doctor's socks off. It's a device that will completely revolutionize the surgical field.
I imagine the doctor would prefer hard cash over some gadget.
No, trust me. This baby will easily be worth 10,000. No, 100,000 francs. The doctor will love it.
Oh, alright then. Hand the device over and I'll pass it along to Dr. Favre straight away.
Well, it's not that simple. The device isn't finished yet.
It's not finished.
I know exactly what needs to be done, but I am missing some crucial parts. Perhaps if you had some time to spare, you could help me out. Run out and collect what I need.
What? No, Monsieur, that's absurd. If you have shopping to do, then you should do it yourself.
Falcon, please, help the man. I can't spend the rest of my life in debt. I'm too young.
All right. No need to get all panicky. We'll hear the man out at least.
Great, I'll take notes.
What is it that you need, monsieur?
Let's see. I need a copper pot.
A pot? As in, like a saucepan? What on earth for?
It's a necessary component of my invention. I can use it to build a portable electric battery. You see, when a zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid accompanied by a copper surface, a current is generated.
Save me your scientific mumbo-jumbo. One metal pot should be trivial to acquire.
One copper pot.
Oh, the copper part is important? Okay, one copper pot. I wonder where we could find one of those.
I've seen copper kettles at Los Halles Market. Oh, those things are not very cheap. I can't help but feel that we saw copper pots somewhere else.
What else? String! High-grade string to bind some components of the device together.
Seems simple enough. I imagine the Halls Market would have that in abundance.
Can we really afford to blow our whole budget at the market, Falcon? Surely there's a cheaper way to acquire string. Look, I have a loose end on my jacket. Take it.
String must be higher quality than that, monsieur. I need something this fishing line grade.
Oh, I see.
Was there anything else that you wanted, monsieur? Some books, confectionaries, alcohol, groceries, perhaps?
No, that's everything.
Alright, I wrote it all down.
Shopping list being added to your evidence folder. I feel a little conned. We came here to collect on a debt and left with a shopping list.
We're going to follow through and get Monsieur Tover's items, right?
We'll see.
I'm going to quickly look up a guide again. I'm not sure if this is the side content or not. I mean, I know it's side content, but after the game, after the main storyline, there's a few mini quests you can do. I'm not sure if this is one of them. Just looking.
This one's got an exclamation mark, so I should probably go for it.
What a view! You can see the July column so clearly from up here.
Ah, Cocorico, you're already here. You have news about the Crockmons, monsieur? Or just about the other matter?
Here you go. As requested, the full register of those who entered Paris Law School and the full list of graduates.
Very good. Let us take a look.
Now, could you please tell me what this is about, Inspector? What exactly are you looking for?
Look at this list of graduates. Do you see any names that you recognize?
Well, I see my own. Class of 1837. And I see that moronic prosecutor, Rupert Robington, under the class of 1846. Oh, and there's J.J. Falcon's name under the class of 1832.
Very good. Now take a look at this registered page from 1829. See anything I miss?
Well, I don't see JJ's name, but I'm not sure what that implies, Inspector.
The explanation is simple. J.J. Falcon changed his name sometime between 1829 and 1832, right around the time of the July Revolution.
And why would he do that?
Why indeed? Monsieur Cocorico, you and I are roosters. We are birds of justice, birds of French national pride. But Falcon, He's a bird of prey. It is in his very nature to draw his talons and lash out at those around him. I have no doubt that when the pressure rises, he will show his true colors.
I'm not sure if I agree with your personality assessment, Inspector. I've always suspected that JJ was a buffoon, an imbecile, and a troglodyte, but never would I describe him as a person of malice.
Time will tell, I guess.
Do you need me for anything else, Inspector, or shall I continue my investigation into the Croque Major?
There is one more thing. Take this.
A pistol? No thank you, Inspector.
These are dangerous times. If you face a violent threat, you cannot hope to defend yourself with that riding crop of yours.
I'm well aware. I just find that these ghastly things tend to escalate situations rather than mitigate them.
That's what everyone says during peacetime. Take it, and thank me when it saves your hide.
Fine. I'll keep hold of it.
Well, Mr. Cocorico, you have been most helpful.
I'm just doing my duty. Good day, Inspector.
Okay, so where can I find the fisherman?
Probably near the Louvre, that's where he likes to fish, remember? I don't know.
Yeah. Is that the fox?
And maybe a different wolf. Excuse me, madam. Do you have a moment to talk about the cult of reason?
Piddle your pyramid scheme to someone else, bud. I've got a kid to feed.
Madame, it's not a pyramid scheme. Madame, take a leaflet at least. Well, what about you, monsieur? Would you like to learn about the glorious teachings of Jacques Halbert? A cult, is it? Not today, monsieur. I've already been in my fair share of cults. But this cult is different.
A member of the Cult of Reason, huh? Strange. I thought that cult died out way back in the old revolution.
Hey, Falcon, that person.
He looks like the run-of-the-mill cultist.
I can see that. But doesn't his face look familiar to you?
He does look familiar. Actually, the resemblance is uncanny. Shall we get his attention? Uh-oh, he's spotted us. Wait, monsieur, we would like a quick word.
Come back! Teach us about the wonders of the cult of reason.
He's gone.
Oh, I'm not going crazy, right? That guy was a splitting image of Judge Romulus, wasn't he?
I can't deny the similarity. Then again, there are plenty of wolves in Paris. Maybe there's no link at all. Either way, we have an investigation to conduct. Let's focus on that.
Right, so where to first? Hey, Falcon, isn't that our old friend?
You! Oh, never mind. It's just you two.
How's the work going, monsieur?
Don't ask. I'm trying not to think about it. Endless piles of dog poop and litter. So what do you want? I haven't found any interesting bits of paper today, if that's what you were hoping for.
Actually, we just wanted to ask a couple of questions, if you have a moment.
I have a moment. Just the one, mind.
Did you see that cultist in the place de carousel?
Yep, he's been hanging around all week. Today he tried to hand me a leaflet, so I told him where to put it.
And where would that be?
What?
Where did you tell him to put the leaflet? Oh, I see. Never mind.
Monsieur Robinho, what do you know about this guy? What's his story?
The story? How should I know? He's just a cultist loser. The Louvre attacks those types of crazies all the time.
I see.
You two want something else?
Monsieur Robinho, do you know about an uprising?
You mean like a rebellion? Yeah, I've heard rumors. There are a lot of uneasy people in Paris.
What kind of rumors?
Nothing specific. Just that there's a group planning to form a huge protest before the end of February. Some say it might go violent. If you were wise, you would probably fly out of the city as soon as possible.
So people say. Do you plan on leaving?
I could if I want to. No thanks to you guys. But in any case, I'm sticking around for the photograph opportunities. Wartime photography. Imagine the possibilities.
Sounds like easy money.
You betcha. Ka-ching! Anyway, did you want something else?
No, that's all. We'll let you get back to work, monsieur.
I love how I remembered his voice like instantly.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who to question?
You want me to do the voice? I forget if I did it last time or not.
I can't remember.
Oh dear, it's those guys again. Keep it together, Eric. Maybe they won't recognize you.
Excuse me, monsieur. It's us, the Philistines, remember?
Are they talking to me? Yep, they're definitely talking to me. Okay. Deep breaths, Eric. Hi.
We have a couple of questions if it's no trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble. No trouble at all.
Did you see the cultist outside?
The cultist? You mean the cult of reason, fellow? Yeah. You accosted me a few days ago. We chatted for a while. Not by my choice, of course. But because I didn't know how to get out of the conversation. It got a little bit out of hand. He insisted that I take a pamphlet.
Let's have a look at this. Be Your Own God. An Introductory Guide to the Cult of Reason by Jacques Spiers.
And he even added his own signature, see? At the bottom there.
To my new bestest bud, Eric. Happy reading. Best wishes, Silvius.
Green ink, too. What a fiendish color choice. That guy was such a slime ball. We weren't even close to bestest buddies.
Well, at least now we know the cultist's name, Silvius. Well, Silvius. Do you mind if we keep this pamphlet, monsieur?
Be my guest. I don't even want it.
Signed cult guide has been added to the evidence folder.
Did you want to ask something else?
Do you know anything about an uprising?
An uprising? You know, people getting angry, being violent, overthrowing the government, yada yada yada, stuff like that. Goodness, no. I don't know anything about that sort of thing.
Never mind then. That's all. Thanks for your time, monsieur. You've been a great help.
It's no trouble. No trouble at all.
It looks like that porcupine fellow's left the bit. Oh wait, hold on. We've already been there. It's this one I want to go to. Oh, no. Not yet.
This is the room we investigated during the Poison Rose case, right? Why are we back here again?
I can't help but feel that I saw something here a couple of weeks ago. Something that may be of use to us.
Really? Alright, let's look around.
Did I? This urn.
I remember it. It's the one that smelled of chocolate.
Yes, but more importantly, it's made of copper.
Why is that important? Oh, I see. You're thinking of Monsieur Trove's request. He wanted a copper pot, didn't he? This would do nicely. But this is a museum piece. We couldn't just take it. Could we?
Couldn't we?
I don't know. Could we?
We could. You want to be a museum robber, Spousen?
It's been my lifelong dream.
Marvelous! Put this urn under your coat.
That's not going to fit under my coat.
You're already weirdly shaped. No one will see anything out of the ordinary.
Hey!
Copper urn has sneakily been added to your evidence folder.
This is exciting. What else shall we steal?
Nothing. We're going to leave before we draw suspicion.
How about the painting? It's a small one no one will care about. Like the Mona Lisa. Let's steal the Mona Lisa.
Let's not.
I wonder if famous paintings today were as famous as they were back then. Or I don't know what I'm saying. Or if they didn't care as much as we do now.
We've already got the thing, so I don't understand why I'm able to click on more stuff. Oh, this one's a bit...
I'll be Brutus, you be Caesar.
Why do I have to be Caesar? Actually, never mind that. Why are we acting out Roman history? We have a job to do!
This is the X then, or not. Is this thing useful, the giant door stop?
No, but I'll keep it in mind in case we encounter any giant doors. Really?
Just click the X. We can't spend all day robbing Roman artifacts, I suppose. So, where to next?
That's us out of here, right?
Yeah. I guess the fishing guy's by the river somewhere. Probably by the Sienna, I guess. We can give the guy his... whatever. Probably find the fisherman there, I would think.
Yeah.
It's the point of interest that's closest to the river, so...
Yeah, there he is.
I forget what I just did for his voice. I know I just did it like less than an hour ago. What? Well. If it isn't the rude lawyers. You know, you owe me, big guy.
I owe you?
Yep, my fishing line snapped when I dragged you out of the water the other day. I had to buy a new reel. So the way I see it, you owe me 2 francs for the fishing line, and 1,000,000 francs for saving your life.
I don't have 1,000,002 francs.
Really? But you look so bourgeois. Alright, I'll tell you what. 2 francs for the line, and we'll call it even.
Fine, here's 2 francs. Consider it a gift of gratitude for saving my life.
Much thanks, monsieur. Now, why are you here?
Why are we here? All right, we have some questions. So, got anything good?
Today, not a kipper. This new fishing line is really good, but I've run out of good bait, so it's practically useless by itself.
That's quite an issue.
Hey, Falcon, do you think that fishing line would work as the high-grade stream Monsieur Trove wanted?
It just might. Say, Monsieur Kingley, since you aren't catching anything, would it be possible for us to take the new fishing line off your hands?
Sure, what's it worth to you?
Didn't we already go over this fishing line payment business?
Yeah, but that was compensation for the old fishing line. If you want to buy this new line, that's a whole separate matter. Also, I saved your life, remember? And I was polite enough not to rub the fact in your face. Much?
Fine, fine. So how much did the new line cost?
10 francs.
There is no way that line costs 10 francs.
You're right, it costs 1. But I added a little markup.
That's obscene.
I guess it is a bit. I'll tell you what. If you can provide me with some killer bait, I'll give you the line for free.
Killer bait? Like worms?
Sure, worms, sweets, whatever. So what'll it be? Do you have some bait, or do you just want to pay me the cash?
I have cash. I'm done playing this stupid run-around fetch quest nonsense. Here's the 10 francs.
Excellent, here's your line.
Fishing line has been added to your evidence folder.
Wait, hold on. No, I have no fishing line or bait. I did not think this deal through. Oh well, can I help you? Sorry. Can I help you with something else?
Have you heard of a man called the Croque Monsieur?
A man called the Croque Monsieur? Nope, that doesn't ring any bells. That's a strange name, though. Did he name himself after the sandwich? Or was the sandwich named after him?
I have absolutely no idea.
I can only aspire to have a sandwich named after me one day. The Sparrowson. Take slices of white bread, mayonnaise, cheese, chicken, bacon, slices of sausage, honey glazed ham.
Stop, you'll give us all heart attacks. I think we're done here. Happy fishing, monsieur.
Bye, Monsieur Fisherman. Hey, you know I hate being called that.
Pardon me. Where's the inventor at?
Come in. Ah, it's you two. Have you managed to gather the materials I need?
Yes, monsieur. The string and copper pot, exactly as described. Here you go.
What is this? Where did you get this pot? Looks like it belongs in a museum or something.
It was a little tricky to procure the necessary items, but with a bit of asking around, we managed to find suitable substitutes.
There's a general store down the street that sells string and discounted copper pots and the like. I assumed you would have gone shopping there. Well, no matter. Give me 1 minute, and I'll finish assembling the device.
Nice symbols.
May I proudly present to you Gustav Trauve's magnificent Explorer Extractor Surgical Device. Trademarked. Patent pending.
It looks like a pair of chicken tongs hooked up to a stewing pot.
Agreed. I wasn't expecting something so low-tech and, well, bad.
Perhaps the demonstration is in order. 1 minute, if you please.
Psst, Falcon. That thing looks like junk. This whole fetch quest has been a waste of our time.
I suspected the man was delusional from the very start. He would explain why I was being treated by a mental health professional. There's nothing to be done, though. Let's just humor Gustav until we get an opportunity to leave. Cut our losses.
What about my medical debt?
Time for a demonstration. Get ready to have your stockings blown off, messieurs. So here we have one regular piece of meat. Imagine, if you will, that this is a soldier.
Okay, the meat is a soldier.
An oddly shaped and potentially tasty soldier.
Here we have a small piece of iron. Imagine, if you will, that this is a musket ball. So our soldier is wandering through a battlefield, not a care in the world, when all of a sudden, bam! The person is being shot. The musket ball is being embedded in the man's flesh.
I'm scared, Falcon. He sung that metal ball into the meat like a madman.
Quick, messieurs, you're a battlefield medic. The soldier is wounded, in your precious little time. What do we do?
Well, I'm no
What's that,
surgeon, but I think most doctors would feel around for the musket ball fragments and then carefully use a scalpel.
How archaic, how slow, how imprecise! Now I hear you wondering, Monsieur Trove. Surely there must be a better way.
I wasn't.
Well, no, wonder no more. Behold the Explorer Extractor. Watch as I power up the device. And then as I move the detector component over the meat...
Is that thing humming?
It is, Monsieur. When the electromagnetic component of the Explorer Extractor detects a piece of iron, the device vibrates and emits a soft hum.
I must say I'm actually impressed, Monsieur. A device that can detect metal beneath flesh? That's innovative. I've never heard of such a thing before.
Innovative? Innovative? You don't say innovative in your country? No? Okay. Yeah, but why limit it to battlefield surgery? You could repurpose that thing to be some sort of treasure hunting device. That'd make you really rich.
Hold your horses, messieurs. Hold your horses. I'm not done yet. You've only seen half of the device's capabilities, the exploration part. Now you can witness the second part. Extraction!
Did that thing just...
Yep. Suck the bullet out of that like a pip from a grapefruit.
Behold, the original piece of iron removed swiftly and precisely from the flesh. So what do you think? Pretty revolutionary, huh?
I think that meat looks a lot less appetizing than before. It's basically exploded.
I have no idea what to think. Monsieur Trove, you are a strange and mildly terrifying individual. But I cannot fault the innovation of your device. We shall pass it along to Dr. Falray and let him decide its worth. Explorer Extractor has been added to your evidence folder.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. I'm sure the good doctor will approve.
I'm hungry. Let's buy some steaks on the way back to the office.
Let's not. Right, so back to the doctor.
Ah, you've returned. Were you boys successful? Well...
Monsieur Trove didn't have any money, but he did give us something that he claimed to be extremely valuable. Go ahead, take it. He said that you could keep it.
What in the heavens is this?
Monsieur Trove called it an Explorer Extractor. He said that it would revolutionize the medical field. I don't quite understand how it works, but maybe I could demonstrate it if you have a piece of meat and a lump of metal handy.
Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I sent you to retrieve old money. Instead, you returned several days late with this child's toy. Just forget it. Forget the whole task. It was foolish of me to rely on private attorneys, and it was foolish of me to assume that a crazed inventor would produce money when asked. Keep your toy. Good day, messieurs. Oh, did I get a discount on my bill? Hello, Dr. Farley? About that discount? Oh, he's gone.
Sorry, Sparrowson, it doesn't look like you'll be getting your discount.
Well, there go my year's wages. So, what do we do now?
Get back to our investigation into the Croque Monsieur and the rebels, I assume. We've wasted precious time on this fool's errand.
Just so you know, I'm gonna have to lay it down after the stream, so we can't go too much past that time.
Go do one more thing and then that'll be us.
Okay.
Good old library.
Time to hit the books, am I right? If you're looking for croque monsieur recipes, I guess that would be in the cooking section.
We aren't here for the recipes, Sparrowson. This librarian fellow sounds pretty intelligent. If there's something we've overlooked, he would know.
Would you mind lowering your voices? You're disturbing me during my daily crossword. Oh, I should have known. It's you two harlequins.
It's good to see you too, Monsieur. We have some questions.
Of course you do. Fine. Let's get this over with so I can get back to my puzzle.
Have you heard of the Croque Monsieur?
The sandwich? Of course I have heard of it.
No, I mean a person with that name.
No, it doesn't ring any bells, I'm afraid. I'm familiar with the Earl of Sandwich, if that's any help. Wait, you can become an Earl of Food now? I'm in the wrong profession.
Never mind, we'll try something else. What can you tell us about an uprising?
An uprising? Would you care to be more specific? A Paris uprising. You two cannot be serious. Want me to talk about every rebellion, revolution, and revolt that Paris has ever been through?
I mean, they're going through one every week.
Are they, though?
Yeah, nobody's happy in France.
This is a time of peace, though, and the time the story is set, apparently.
Yeah, but it's
We would
always
be
a time
here-
of peace. But they're always angry.
We would be here all night. What about an uprising that hasn't happened yet? A future uprising. I read the newspapers, messieurs. The government tries to strangle the media, but the truth shines through the gaps of censorship. The citizens' contempt for our current leaders is blatant. A future revolt is a very real possibility. That's all I know.
I see. Clearly we're barking up the wrong tree. Thank you for your time anyway, Monsieur.
I bid you a good day. February 1st. Yay!
You said it happens at the end of February, right?
Apparently.
That one was a lot faster than I expected. You know what? I'm sure they would have asked for legal help. Well, this is most unexpected. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, but first things first. Elsie, would you kindly fetch our guests some tea?
Hold on a sec. Of course, Mr. Volps. Of course. Messieurs, what sort of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling, maybe?
Darjeeling. Actually, some Darjeeling would be divine. Thank you, Mousy. I had some Darjeeling earlier today.
Sure, Darjeeling sounds good to me too. I'd never even heard of it.
It's good.
Okay, one pot of Darjeeling coming right up.
Let's get down to business. What is it that you two came here for? We have just a couple of questions. Have you ever heard of a person called the Croque Monsieur?
And no, we aren't talking about the sandwich, unfortunately.
The Croque Monsieur? Are you referring to the black market salesman? The man who claims to be able to procure anything, no matter how illegal? Yes, that sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. Do you know him? Me personally? No, monsieur. I just know of his vile reputation. I see. Then do you have any idea how we can find him? Meeting the Croque Monsieur face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody, after all. I know. I shall do a little investigative work of my own. Come back in 3 days, and I will tell you where and when you can find the Croque Monsieur. That's an enormous help. Thank you so much, Monsieur Volps. Of course, there is a price. A price? It is just a small fee. A mere 30 francs.
Hey, we saved your derriere over that Prince Juan business. Is this any way to show us your gratitude?
Monsieur Volps, you must understand that there is no personal errand. We are investigating on behalf of king and country. I'm sure your intentions are noble, Monsieur Falcon, but I am running a business here. A fox has to eat. 30 francs, and I guarantee I will find you the Croque Monsieur. That's my final offer. What do you say? Yeah, we'll take it. Here you go, Monsieur. Very good. As I promised, return in 3 days or later, and I will tell you where the Croque Monsieur can be found. Rest assured that I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence. I expect nothing less. Thank you, Monsieur Volps. It is my pleasure. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Monsieur Volps, have you heard anything of, any rumors of an uprising? Of course, these days a man can't walk into a tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolt. I dare say that Paris may find itself in the midst of yet another revolution before the end of winter. But what can you tell us about the dissenters specifically? Did you know where they are meeting? I'm afraid I only know what you can read in the papers, monsieur. I know anti-government protesters were meeting out in the open until the government clamped down on large public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went? I see. Perhaps I can assist you with something else. No, that's all. Have a pleasant day, Monsieur Volps. As to you, messieurs.
Sorry, I said my kitten in the room. The tea's ready, Mr. Volps! It's ready!
I'm afraid you're too slow, Mousy.
No! Father! Yeah, I think we go on soon anyway.
Yeah, so how do I save? There we go. Save and quit.
I'm sure I'll finish the game by the next. There is content after the main story ends, but I don't know if you want to do that or not. That'll be up to you. I know we can complete. I'm pretty sure we can complete this main story next stream. I don't know if we can complete that bonus content or not.
Well, all I know is the next week we have to do 2 days and then go back to R&M.
Yeah.
I'm saying this now at the end so that we can quickly listen back to remind ourselves what I've told us we need to do.
I remembered last week.
Okay.
Mostly.
Well, with that is us tonight. Thank you all for coming. on Friday, I'll be continuing Exit with Jordan. And on Monday, we'll be continuing this. And possibly finishing it.
Probably finishing it.
And then the following week, I think Merlin will be back.
For the next game, whatever that would be.
Yeah.
Is there 5 games in the hat now, or 4? I think there's...
I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna ask the bot. Hat 1. Spyro, Mega Man Battle Network, Star Fox Assault, and Golden Sun.
4. Yeah. Only game I don't know in the hat now is Mega Man. I played it a couple times, but Gunther was always more into that than I was.
Yeah. So with that, I will see you on Friday.
Yeah.
Bye.
Laters.